Greetings, Longhorn family. This is Coach Carlos Land, head football coach of the Cedar Hill Longhorns, and it is truly a great day to be a Longhorn. Today is a momentous occasion, and I have the distinct honor, pleasure, and privilege of introducing a Longhorn great. This young man exemplifies what it means to be a Cedar Hill Longhorn. Ever since I've known this young man, he's been very, very diligent at making sure that the Cedar Hill way is preserved, that the Cedar Hill way is well represented. And as a football player, as a baseball player, as a person in the weight room, and even in the hallways and in the classroom, this young man was a Longhorn leader. He's smart, intelligent, work ethic was unmatched. He was well respected, and a young man that has gone on to do bigger and better things in his life. He's an outstanding human being that I love. I had the pleasure of coaching him. He played defensive end for me, and he wasn't always the biggest guy. He wasn't always the strongest guy. He wasn't always the fastest guy. But he played his tail off as long as he was on the football field. Was a defensive end, was a tight end, had great hands. Wasn't very fast, but he had great hands. And he has had a lot of special skills. On a baseball diamond, unmatched young man that played his heart out for the Longhorns, and really, really deserves this honor. And without further ado, I want to introduce my student, my Longhorn leader, and now my friend, Tim Jackson. God bless you. Congratulations.
You know, I wasn't fast, I was quick. You know, so it's that lateral movement, left to right? I'm not, running 40 yards down the field. It's great to be here, very humble, very honored to be in front of you guys, to really be back here to echo what some folks said before. To walk these, in my mind, hallowed grounds is great. To be up here with any of you guys. We got the Horton brothers here, man. Those guys are the best. So the fact of going with those guys is awesome. But first and foremost, I do want to thank Coach Lynn for providing that introduction, but I've got a lot more to thank him for. As a young man, Coach Lynn poured into me daily through his words and his actions, both on the field and off. He's a man of great faith, a great leader of men who authentically lives out his convictions every single day. I want you to know that left an impression on me, so thank you, Coach. There's actually 2 life lessons Coach Lynn taught me as well that I still carry to this day. Number 1, do it right, do it light, do it wrong, do it long. And that was certainly the case when we were running gassers, but it sure translates to life in more ways than one. And secondly, and maybe more importantly, for all you contact lens wearers, did you know if you're having issues with a contact lens, you don't have a case of the solution to put it in, you can just pop it in your mouth for a little while? Yeah, I didn't know that either. Coach Lynn did. I've never had to do it, but if I had to, I know I could do that now. So wisdom comes in a lot of forms, Coach, so thank you for that. I'm proud to be a kid from Cedar Hill. K through 12, born and raised underneath the glow of these Lincoln Red Towers, from High Point Elementary to the 5th and 6th grade centers, to first being able to represent my city as a Shorthorn at Premier Middle School, which really meant a lot to me. And finally, as a Longhorn here at the high school, this community was the backdrop of my childhood and a place that ushered me through some of my life's fondest memories and most valuable lessons. It's also the place that saw me rock a buzz cut for most of my career, and then transition into a guy with the frosted tips you guys saw. I promise you guys that was cool at one point. It really was. Of course, there are a lot of coaches throughout my time in the district that each had their own influence on me. From a football perspective, Coach Robbie Waters, who was in middle school and moved up to the high school with me. Coach Hafford, may he rest in peace. Coach Lynn, of course. Coach Phillips, I think he still holds the dips record here at Cedar Hill High School. And of course, Coach McGuire. all of which saw more in me than I saw in myself. From a basketball perspective, he's been mentioned today, Coach Milson was a bigger-than-life man to me. You know, I played basketball my freshman year. I just knew I couldn't play all three, and I was kind of a short white guy, so I could only box out so much. But Coach Milson was a bigger-than-life personality to me, and I'm grateful for my time in camps with him. Coach Baruman, Coach Goff, my freshman basketball coach, actually visited me in the hospital when I had pneumonia. And of course, the man with the most swag, the 8th grade A team, Coach Barnett. From a baseball perspective, Coach Hall, Coach Martin, and Coach Emerton, all of which set high expectations for me and held me accountable to be my best self each and every day. To my parents, Alan and Robin, a simple thank you. With young kids of my own now, I'm starting to understand the sacrifices both of you made to allow me to pursue my passions. I know it wasn't cheap, I know it wasn't easy, but you both went out of your way to make sure I didn't notice either of those realities. You both truly share this award with me, so here's to all your hard work as well. Thank you, guys. I also feel obligated to say that I've actually been in my mom's Hall of Fame for a while now, so she wondered what took you guys so long. We did it, Mom. And lastly, my wife, Patty, funny enough, we met at Baylor when I was there. She's never actually seen me play an organized sport in her life, so babe, I guess this is proof I was an actual athlete. I told you so. I do want to thank, I'm going to echo what Colleen said as well. I want to thank Gina Farmer for all you've done, even beyond this. But this is an important thing, not just because I'm on this stage, but to be able to enshrine a lot of stories that people otherwise would have no idea about. I think it's an amazing thing. And I know it does cost money. I know it takes a lot of time. And so thank you for doing that. That means a lot. Mel, you as well, everybody else on that committee. And like Coach Lynn said, it is still a great day to be a Longhorn. So thank you guys for being here, sticking out to the end. You got one more to go.
Hello, my name is Clarence.